Hello, white people. Let's talk a little bit about the Keystone pipeline system. Let's debunk a few lies here. All right, so let's start out. What is it? What is this thing anyway? It is a pipeline that goes from Alberta, Canada, down to the Gulf of Mexico. Do you see where those broken lines are? Those are all completed and functional. Do you see where the green line is? This is the part of the project that was killed. All right, so the first question in my head was, who makes money from this project getting killed? And I could not find any big players that would benefit from this project getting killed. And on the news, they're trying to say that the pipeline would poison Indigenous Peoples' water, and which is stupid because there's already 2.6 million miles of pipeline through the United States. So that is that's just nonsense. So why are they doing this? I don't know. And all I can do, folks, is speculate. There's a whole lot of speculation. And so let's go back and debunk some of the lies that are going through the media right now. Okay, so the first lie was it'll poison Indigenous people's water. The second lie was I've heard different numbers of jobs that were lost. I've heard as much as 150,000 down to as low. I mean, I read it. It's not like I heard it. I heard it and read it. Down to as low as 1,000 jobs that were lost. Well, this project is not complete. So the people who are working on this project got laid off, or they probably got shuffled around somewhere else. So I'm not certain how many jobs were lost when this pipeline was shut down, and any of the jobs that were lost were temporary jobs. But I think it's the alternative media that's talking about jobs being lost. They're talking about projected jobs. There was a lot of projection about the number of jobs that this would create and the revenue. So I think the revenue was about $2.1 billion projected, right? Not actual, but projected. And the thing with the pipeline is that you're going to have fewer numbers of people working, and you're going to have higher skilled people working. So lower skilled people can't work in this industry because it's it's high tech. And anyway, so we can debunk the number of jobs being lost. It's not really as much of an impact as the left or as the alternative media has been saying. It's not that much. And I don't know if I heard this from my family or if I heard this on leftist media. They're saying that now that the pipeline was killed, companies are going to have to start trucking the oil, and that's going to have a bigger environmental impact. Well, no. The pipeline's already functional. It's already in place. So it's not going to have any sort of an impact. People aren't, trucks, stuff's not going to have to be put on trucks and shipped around, and none of that nonsense. So basically, who's benefiting from this financially? I don't know. And I'll tell you who's been harmed by this project. Do you see where that green line is and those states that it's going through? Now, the Indigenous people are saying that it is going to, besides poisoning their water, go through their sacred lands and destroy their sacred lands. I'll get back to that one in a second with the speculation. But going through South Dakota and Nebraska, I have found that this company, TC Energy, that owns this entire pipeline, they were saying that they were a utility, and they have the right of eminent domain to confiscate private property from people and build this pipeline on their property. And people have actually gone to jail standing up to these people. And there are lawsuits against this company. And homeowners and private property owners, they have to fork over their own money to fight against these private companies that are in bed with the government. So let that sink in. So basically, these pipelines have screwed over private property owners. Because if these companies couldn't buy the land from property owners, they were forcing them, they were lying and forcing and just taking the property. Anyway, so I could not find any big players that are benefiting from this project getting shut down. All I can do is speculate that these indigenous lands or these sacred lands have something on them that are being hidden. I know, this is the alternative media, and that's all I can do is speculate. I couldn't find anything on it. I'm sorry. What's on these sacred lands? Why is it that these indigenous people are on these sacred, quote unquote, sacred lands? What is being hidden there? Something is being hidden there. Have you ever been to an Indian reservation? It looks like a third world country. It's a mess. There's nothing big built. There's no industry except for the casinos. And I don't know. It's a mess. So basically, I have no answers for you. All I could do is debunk the lies. And that's the damage for now. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to your thoughts below.